Hi guys, this is part 2 of the video on the Lantaine metal lathe. I got the replacement parts in. This is the gear for the replace the broken one. This is from a Grizzly G9249, which I believe is compatible with the old one. I think the old one is machined look quite a bit different, but I believe it is in fact compatible. Because if you look closely, the wear patterns show that the worm gear doesn't engage very far, and this one seems to be machined much more closely to match the worm gear. It fits the shaft just fine. I just have to change it, or drill a hole in it, because the old one mounts with a pin. The old one had a key, sorry, the new one has a key with a screw that holds it on, but I think I'll just leave the old pin in there. Looks like the alignment is good, although the hole's a bit small. I've got to drill it a bit bigger. Okay, we can finally start assembling this. This will go in first. Line up that thing there and put a bit of oil on. Now we're going to line up this slightly off-center hole for the pin. Come on, that should be in there. It's not right. Where is the pin? The hole. Aha! It would help if we actually put the right gear on. Okay, more of these shafts can go in now. This one is for the manual crank. This one drives the gear rack that moves the carriage side to side. That's much easier. Now for the this one that changes between the two feed modes. Let's see. This one, this large gear here drives the cross feed. Yeah, it looks like this whole thing has to go in as one assembly. Okay, And now this originally had a one of these this type of snap ring, but this is all bent, so ordered the new one from Grizzly. That is this one. This should be much easier. Okay, that's all assembled now, I think. Just need to put some oil on the gears. And then after this thing is on the lathe, I think you just fill this thing up with something around 750 milliliters of oil, at least based on the Grizzly manual. Okay, this is going to be somewhat finicky to get on. So we have to feed the screw and power feed shaft through it and lift this very heavy thing. There we go. Here's oil the worm-dried gear. Then we can put it, get it back in there. It's a bit difficult to install. Okay, this is not going to be as bad as I thought. I had to grind down an Allen wrench to fit this, but it's not too hard to do. It looks like the new gear does fit properly, so I'm really pleased with that. Now we'll just put the gib back in and tighten it up. Now, which way does it go? Let's get some oil on there first. cross slide back on. For the oil I've been using is ISO 68. That's what the lathe, the manual from the Grizzly lathe said to use for most of the things. It also said to use it for the weighs. I've seen this ISO 68 labeled as sort of a universal lubricant, like for gears, machine tool oil, weigh oil, so it seems reasonable. The stuff I did previously was some sort of a, I think it was lithium grease or something. I've just taken that off, so we'll go with this. Well, I've left that grease on the lead screws. That's all back together. Let's see if power feed works. Nice. It all seems to work very nicely. To replace the missing tailstock, I got this tailstock from an Atlas Craftsman lathe on eBay. These seem to be pretty prevalent, so they're reasonably cheap. I think this was about $60. And this is the original, I don't know what you call it, adapter plate for the slide on the weighs. It doesn't fit, so took about an hour taking detailed measurements, triple checking them, and 3D printed this piece that will hold the tailstock on. So let's go see how that fits. This piece seems to fit absolutely perfectly, and the tailstock also fits really well. The 3D printer was very accurate. There's no play at all sideways. The set screws will adjust it this way, and let's see. And vertically it's pretty much spot on, so it pays to take good measurements. And yes, I know this is not as rigid as it really should be, but this will do until I can have something made out of steel or metal. I've got to duplicate this other side of the clamp. This is from the steady rest. We'll just make this out of some bits of metal. And this piece in the center is just to add a bit more rigidity, because this center section will just bend up when the nut is tightened, bolt's tightened. Okay, please excuse these, what are probably going to be very ugly welds. I'm very new to TIG welding. And here's the final product. There we go. That seems to be pretty solid. One thing I'm not sure about on this tailstock is this little thing. It came with this. It seems to fit in this hole properly, but I have no clue what this is for. It seems to have a little, sort of a sharp tip on it. Anyone know exactly what this is? that's pretty much all we can do on the tailstock for now. Now we can get this quick change tool post installed. And first, this just allows these tool holders to slide down onto this so you can easily change them. First thing we've got to do is machine this T-slot nut to fit. We've got to make this a bit narrower here and take about 1 millimeter off the bottom and reduce the width a little bit. Okay, we have to take 5 millimeters off of it this way, so we'll try that in 2 passes. Let's try the power feed. That came out pretty well. There's little ridges on the on this face. I think it's because the milling adapter on the lathe is not particularly true. Got to check that, but it does fit very nicely. Let's get that assembled. Fits in there. Let's go in here. Ah, beautiful. Okay, let's give this a try now. seems to work nicely. That's pretty much everything I can do for now. The future things I have to do are get this piece made out of metal, get the thing bolted down properly to the chip pan, and install adjustable feet on the bottom so I can level the whole thing. Anyway, hope you found the video interesting. Thanks for watching.